Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to talk about intermittent fasting and why you should be doing it, and some of the benefits that I experienced while doing intermittent fasting for about 3 years now. So my favorite thing about intermittent fasting is that it's really easy. It doesn't take too much effort to just push your meal later in the day. Now there's a lot of different ways of doing intermittent fasting, but I find the easiest way is to wake up, not eat for about 4 to 8 hours, and then eat your first meal around that time. And I just like doing it this way because it seems to fit my schedule the best, because I'm usually not that hungry in the morning, and it's really enjoyable. It's a lot easier that way. You don't have to make breakfast. And one of the biggest misconceptions is that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It's not breakfast that's the most important meal of the day. All meals are important because they're just meals. Most of the times breakfast will actually slow you down, especially if you're eating a standard breakfast, which is like cereal, bagels, a glass of orange juice, or some sort of protein. Food will slow you down because you have to digest it. For some people, breakfast works. If it does, keep eating breakfast. If it doesn't, you might want to try intermittent fasting because it's pretty enjoyable and it's not that hard to do. So if you're eating a breakfast full of carbs and sugar and you're not really getting much protein or vegetables in your breakfast, then you're most likely going to crash very soon after you eat. So it's really not that important if you're eating really badly in the morning, or even just eating in the morning isn't really that important. So if you fast from when you wake up till about 6 to 8 hours after you wake up, it kind of counts as a longer fast because you're fasting during your sleep. I just count it as a waking fast because everyone fasts when they're sleeping, I hope. So it's very simple, it's adaptable to most people's lifestyles, and I guess that's why I like it the most. That's probably my favorite benefit from it, and that's why I think you guys should do it too, is because it's so simple and it just feels right. So some of the other reasons you should be doing intermittent fasting is that it gives your gut a break. If you eat as soon as you wake up, you're not really giving your digestive system that long of a break. You're just giving it time at night when you're resting. But if you fast for another 4 to 8 hours after you wake up, you're really starting to only push things out and not really giving your digestion any work. So this can be really beneficial for people who have any gut issues, because giving your gut a break and just allowing itself to heal can be really beneficial. So you might want to try it for those reasons. So an awesome thing about intermittent fasting is that it allows you to eat really big meals when you start eating. And the reason for this is because you're not eating that first part of the day, and then once you start eating, you're gonna have to eat a lot to make up for those calories. So if you like eating really big meals, this might be a perfect opportunity for you. It doesn't really cause you to lose weight unless you're in that calorie deficit, but most people lose weight while intermittent fasting because they push their meal later into the day and they end up eating less calories because of that, not because of the fasting itself. Even though intermittent fasting will tap into fat as energy, it doesn't mean you're going to lose that much weight, because weight loss is essentially just a calorie deficit. So at the end of the day and at the end of the week, you have to be in a deficit to actually lose weight. So don't get that confused and think that intermittent fasting will make you lose weight. If you're still eating in a surplus, you'll be putting on weight, even if you're intermittent fasting. But one of the best things about intermittent fasting is that once you start eating, your muscles are begging for nutrients. And once you eat, all those nutrients go to your muscles. They don't get stored as fat. So you actually absorb more glycogen into your muscles. So let's say you fast for 6 hours one day after you wake up. You hit the gym, fasted, or unfasted, it doesn't really matter. So after the gym, all those muscle fibers that you broke down are actually waiting for nutrients, and that's because you don't really have any food. So once you eat, all of those nutrients and the glycogen will go directly to your muscles, and it's gonna cause more muscle growth. This, combined with the boost of growth hormone as you fast, is actually a really powerful way to build muscle and burn fat. So this is why people kind of praise intermittent fasting in the fitness industry and in the health industry, because it's good for a lot of things. So some of the other things that you might enjoy is the clarity of mind you get while you're intermittent fasting. Now this comes with any type of fasting, but the intermittent fasting is just kind of long enough that you get that clarity of mind for the first half of the day, and you're working, you're ready to go, you're energized. So the energy that you're using is actually fat, and when you're using fat as energy, your own body fat as energy, your mental clarity is going to go up, and you're going to be like really alert, and you're going to be energized, ready to get things done. So this is one of the really good benefits of intermittent fasting. So some people say that intermittent fasting can actually clear up your skin. If you do a bit of a longer fast, let's say 10 to 18 hour fast after you wake up, this can possibly clear up your skin. It's different for everyone. I noticed a bit of a difference, but nothing too crazy, and the reason for that is, again, you're giving your gut a break, and you're also not eating anything that's inflammatory for your body. And while you're fasting, you're only kind of getting rid of things, rid of toxins and whatever, so you actually lower the inflammation response in your body. So this could be the reason why people get clearer skin while they do intermittent fasting. So my preferred way to do intermittent fasting, like I said, is to wake up and just drink water throughout the day, or some people drink coffee. I used to do that, but I'm starting to find some research to say that this is not the best idea, especially if you have gut issues. If your gut's pretty good and you have a good amount of probiotics and your gut isn't showing any problems, it might not be that bad. But for someone with gut issues and someone who has a bad microbiome, this might not be the best idea, because coffee is very acidic, and if that's the only thing in your stomach, it's going to kill some of those bacteria, and you don't really want that, especially if you have any kind of gut issues. So it's really up to you if you want to have coffee if you're intermittent fasting. I used to do it a lot. I don't think it was really a great idea, but I'll probably end up doing it again eventually. So I hope this video helped you understand what intermittent fasting is all about and why you should do it, and maybe why you shouldn't do it. Maybe you just absolutely hate the idea already. I don't know. I think it's a great thing. I think you should try it. See if you enjoy it. You get used to it after a couple days of doing it. The first couple days you're really hungry and you're not really energized. You actually might feel a bit tired. But once you adapt to that, you'll be probably better than ever on that. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to comment down below if you're going to try intermittent fasting, and leave a like and subscribe if you like my videos. Turn on the notifications so you don't miss another one.